If your campus event turns into a crime scene, it's a moment that will be etched into history forever. The tragic assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University is one such moment. This incident has not only shocked the nation but has also raised numerous questions about security, political violence, and the motives behind such heinous acts. You're witnessing history in real time. The events that unfolded on that fateful day have been captured from multiple angles, providing a comprehensive view of the tragedy. The timeline of Charlie Kirk's shocking assassination is both detailed and disturbing, shedding light on the vulnerabilities that exist even in seemingly secure environments. This is the timeline of Charlie Kirk's shocking assassination. Let's delve into the sequence of events that led to this tragic outcome. Understanding the timeline is crucial to grasping the full impact of this incident. Let's get right to the facts. On September 10, 2025, conservative activist Charlie Kirk was fatally shot while addressing a crowd at Utah Valley University. This event was supposed to be a peaceful gathering where Kirk would share his views and engage with the audience. However, it turned into a nightmare that no one could have anticipated. On September 10, 2025, conservative activist Charlie Kirk was fatally shot while addressing a crowd at Utah Valley University. The event was well attended, with over 3,000 people gathered to hear Kirk speak. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation and excitement, but it quickly turned to horror. While addressing a crowd at Utah Valley University, Kirk was in the middle of his speech when the unthinkable happened. A single gunshot rang out, and chaos ensued. The shooter, positioned on a rooftop nearly 200 yards away, had a clear line of sight to the stage where Kirk was standing. The shooter, positioned on a rooftop nearly 200 yards away, had meticulously planned the attack. The vantage point provided an unobstructed view of the stage, making it an ideal location for such a heinous act. The precision with which the shot was fired indicates a high level of skill and preparation. Fired a single supersonic round, ending Kirk's life instantly. The bullet struck Kirk with deadly accuracy, leaving him no chance of survival. The crowd, initially stunned, quickly descended into panic and chaos. People screamed, ducked for cover, and tried to flee the scene, unsure of where the next shot might come from, and sending 3,000 attendees into chaos. The scene was one of utter pandemonium, with people running in all directions trying to find safety. The sense of fear and confusion was palpable, as no one knew if the shooter was still on the loose or if more attacks were imminent. Surveillance footage showed the suspect fleeing into nearby woods, launching a 33-hour manhunt involving the FBI. The grainy footage captured a blurry figure making a hasty escape, adding to the urgency of the situation. Law enforcement agencies quickly mobilized, setting up a perimeter and deploying search teams to comb the area. Launching a 33-hour manhunt involving the FBI and over 7,000 public tips, the largest response since the Boston Marathon bombing. The scale of the manhunt was unprecedented, with resources being pulled from various agencies to ensure a swift resolution. The public played a crucial role, flooding hotlines with tips and information that could lead to the suspect's capture, and over 7,000 public tips, the largest response since the Boston Marathon bombing. The sheer volume of tips highlighted the collective determination to bring the perpetrator to justice. Each tip was meticulously followed up, with investigators working around the clock to piece together the puzzle. Authorities identified 22-year-old Tyler Robinson as the prime suspect, thanks to a tip from his own family. The breakthrough came when Robinson's family recognized him from the FBI-released images and decided to come forward. This act of courage and responsibility played a pivotal role in the investigation, thanks to a tip from his own family. Robinson confessed to his father after seeing FBI-released images, leading to his arrest on September 12. The emotional toll on the family was immense, as they grappled with the reality of their son's actions. However, their decision to cooperate with law enforcement was instrumental in bringing the case to a close. Robinson confessed to his father after seeing FBI-released images, leading to his arrest on September 12. The confession was a turning point in the investigation, providing the authorities with the evidence they needed to make an arrest. Robinson's father, torn between love for his son and a sense of duty, made the difficult decision to turn him in, leading to his arrest on September 12. He was found wearing clothing matching the footage, and a Mauser .3006 rifle was recovered from the woods. The arrest was swift and decisive, with law enforcement ensuring that Robinson had no chance to escape. The recovery of the rifle further solidified the case against him. He was found wearing clothing matching the footage, and a Mauser .3006 rifle was recovered from the woods. The evidence was overwhelming, leaving little doubt about Robinson's involvement. The rifle, a key piece of evidence, was carefully analyzed to confirm its connection to the crime, and a Mauser .3006 rifle was recovered from the woods. Investigators also found bullet casings with bizarre engravings, referencing internet trolling and political memes. These engravings added a disturbing layer to the case, suggesting that the motive might be rooted in online extremism and political radicalization. Investigators also found bullet casings with bizarre engravings, referencing internet trolling and political memes. The engravings were analyzed by forensic experts who noted their unusual nature. This discovery opened up new lines of inquiry, as investigators sought to understand the deeper motivations behind the attack. Referencing internet trolling and political memes, raising serious questions about the motive. The connection to internet culture and political memes suggested that the assassination might have been influenced by online rhetoric and extremist ideologies. This revelation has sparked a broader conversation about the impact of digital platforms on real-world violence. Raising serious questions about the motive, the assassination drew swift condemnation from political leaders. Across the political spectrum, leaders expressed their outrage and sorrow, calling for unity and a renewed focus on preventing such tragedies in the future. The assassination drew swift condemnation from political leaders. President Trump announced Kirk would receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously, recognizing his contributions and the impact he had on conservative politics. This honor was a testament to Kirk's influence and the void his loss has created. President Trump announced Kirk would receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously, while Utah's governor pledged to seek the death penalty. The governor's statement underscored the gravity of the crime and the commitment to ensuring justice is served. While Utah's governor pledged to seek the death penalty, this tragedy has reignited urgent debate about security for public figures, highlighting the need for enhanced measures to protect those in the public eye. The incident has also brought to the forefront the dangers of political violence in America, prompting calls for greater vigilance and preventive action. This tragedy has reignited urgent debate about security for public figures and the dangers of political violence in America. The conversation is ongoing, with many advocating for stricter security protocols and a more proactive approach to addressing the root causes of political violence. The hope is that through collective effort, such tragedies can be prevented in the future. And the dangers of political violence in America. The nation mourns the loss of Charlie Kirk, a figure who inspired many and whose legacy will continue to influence conservative thought. As we reflect on this tragedy, it is imperative to work towards a safer, more united society where such acts of violence are a thing of the past.